This is trail day 49. It is August 1st, 2020, and I camped at the Stony Brook campsite, which is trail north a little past the Stewart Hollow shelter. I set my hammock up right here. There was no rain in the forecast, clear sky with the moon, so I didn't bother with a tarp. This camp spot is pretty big. There's more campsites up through there. It is kind of off the trail, a little up a steep hill. They have a bear box, and then there's also a very open and airy privy. It's basically just a toilet seat on top of a box in the woods. I took a picture of it, so I'll stick the picture in the video. But it's 10 o'clock, got up about 9:30, so I should get out of camp by 10:30. I'm going to do a 9-mile day today. Yesterday ended up being a 15-mile day, so do a little shorter one today. I'm back on the AT. That's the sign for where I camped at last night, Stony Brook Group Camping. And the AT's been following along the river. And I think it's going to do so for another 2, maybe 3 miles. There's a pavilion campsite about 3 miles up. Just before you start climbing, you probably stop there and have lunch. The next shelter is 10 miles, so we'll see if we make it there today. This is a pretty good shot of the river. It's fairly shallow in this area, but it's still a nice river. So we're kind of walking along this field. The trail came out. The river's like 50 feet away. There's been several day hikers out today, which it is a Saturday. It also tells me I'm close to a road. So we crossed a paved road. There was a little uphill between the river and that road. And then we're still going uphill, but it's a very casual grade. I'm going to stop at this there's a pavilion and campsite. Should be about a half a mile or less. It has a water pump. I'm going to stop there for lunch. Actually have a lunch today. See if it puts a little bit of pep in my step. So I went to that pavilion. I don't know, it's like 1 o'clock. And there's another hiker there. And I ate lunch and just been talking to him all day. But I do feel a little better now than I did earlier. And it's almost 7, so it's a little late in the day. But I think it's 7 miles to the next shelter. I doubt I'll do 7 miles, but I wanted to do a few of them. The water source there is like a hand pump. AWOL said it was good, but it's pretty rusty looking. Had kind of a funny taste, so I'm gonna try to camp somewhere with a little bit better water. So we just have to see where we end up. So we're not too far past the pavilion, and this is what the trail has become. We came up that already. So I'm kind of glad today that I sat down there at the pavilion and didn't try to do this in the heat of the day. It's not that bad right now. It's still a little warm, but so we'll get in a 5 mile day, not a 10 mile day, but it'll be alright. Not really much to hold on to with this one. Trying to get up here without knocking the camera off. Okay. So we started downhill. This downhill section here has looked pretty much like this. Just up above that turn. And this is what we're going down to. Now there's a road right down there. You probably can't see on camera. I was told earlier there was trail magic. Well, the guy back at the pavilion told me that there was somebody that leaves a cooler out at the road. And somebody ahead of me texted me earlier and said there was trail magic. So there may still be, there may not be. It'd be kind of cool, but it's 7:20 in the afternoon and it's not boiling hot, so if there's not, that's no big either. Never expect it, just appreciate it when you get it. Kind of a cool route. So far, I'd say Connecticut has some of the most difficult terrain as far as like back to back. Like we had the ledges last night, then this, and I hear there's like another steep hill that I'm going to be saving for in the morning, in the daylight, while it's cool. And of course, it just gets worse the further north we go. So there's a sign at the road That wasn't the road Trail Magic is supposed to be at. How about this brook? Unsafe to ford during high rain and snow and ice. And to use a road bypass during those conditions, well, I have not seen either rain, snow, or ice lately, so but I can imagine it gets quite turbulent in here when it's been raining a lot. But we're pretty safe today. I think that was a frog jumping in. What's the sign say? Yeah, Guinea Brook may be impassable during periods of heavy rain or icing. So, Guinea Brook was quite passable today. I came out, found the Trail Magic. Got some snack mixes. Over there's miscellaneous, like gravy mixes and stuff like that. I'll show you. And some beef jerky, packets of oatmeal, some condiments, tunas, garbage, bag for your garbage, and then you can send postcards. How cool is that? But no drinks. There were some drinks, but they all got drink. It'll be alright though. Cool. So we climbed up a little ways from Shannon Road, I believe it was, that gravel road. Had the Trail Magic. And this is what we got to go over. It looks fairly short, so it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know, it's like I don't have the energy today. I feel almost like I did the day before the tropical storm or whatever, like a couple weeks ago, when I only hiked like 3 miles and sat in the shelter all day while it rained. Yeah. Kind of the same way today. I don't know how long it's been since I took a zero. I had the slack packing all this week. So, a week or two, I guess. I guess it just starts to wear on you day after day. I don't know. But we have another hurricane expected to hit Florida, and the rains from it Tuesday or Wednesday. So we may be taking another day off if it's raining all day, because I don't want to climb over stuff like this in the rain. But we'll just wait and see what happens. I got over that climb, and it's been a fairly smooth downhill. The elevation shows like two small little uphills and then like one bigger but sloped one, so terrain may be good between here and Caesar Brook campsite. I have no idea how well that's showing up with just the moonlight. This is a pretty good view spot, or would be if it was daytime. I believe I'm at the top of the mountain, and I just got to go downhill about a half a mile to the camp spot. But I thought I was at the top a minute ago, and it was going downhill, and then I had to go back uphill again. So, but the way the breeze is blowing, I think we're close to the top. The temperature's good, but whew. When I get to camp and get set up, I'm going to look at my options and the weather. With the rain coming next week, maybe, possibly. Maybe take a day or two off